Right folks, welcome back to the channel. Today I decided to do a little comparison of the two reels. As my abroad fishing trip was approaching, I decided to get a new reels for the beach fishing, as I have a feeling that my old reels not gonna survive the fish what could possibly be hooked on that fishing trip. So I've decided to go with the Shimano Speedmaster 14,000 XXC. The reason I have two different reels here, I couldn't find the second one in Ireland, so I have to go with something else, and I've decided to go with the Shimano as well, Speedmaster 14,000 XSD. So bought them online. These reels are used by many people for carp fishing, for sea fishing, beach fishing, and maybe something else. So I'm a really big fan of Shimano. No, I'm not getting any presents from Shimano. I wish actually, but no. So today's video will be a little comparison of these two reels, Shimano Speedmaster 14,000 XSC and Shimano Speedmaster 14,000 XSD. So let's have a look at the specs these reels do have. First one, the gear ratio, it's exact same, the both reels, it's 4.3 to 1 gear ratio. The next one we have a drag. We have a same drag as well, 20 kilos or 44 pounds. And the next one is quite important actually, the weight of the reel, right? They're both Speedmasters, they're both 14,000s, but the Speedmaster 14,000 XSD is a 35 grams lighter than the XSD one. As you can see here, the XSD one weighs 590 grams and the XSD weighs 625 grams. So not very big difference, but still. The next thing we're gonna have a look, the bearings. Okay, XSD one has 3.1 bearing and the XSD has a 4.1 bearing. So XSD one has a one bearing more. I'm not sure what place exactly yet. Maybe I figure out later. And the last feature, the winding. Okay, the rotor. So in one spin the rotor takes 103 centimeters of line onto the spool, and the same with the XSD one, the same exactly, 103 centimeters. So not much difference, but there's still a few bits and bobs. Then we have a look at how much line it can take on the spool. So as you see, 0.35 mil nylon mono, 550 meters, and it's exact same on the XSC one. 0.35 mil, 550 meters. Okay. So if you compare the rest of the parameters, they are exact same. So the spool should be exact same, maybe not. Right, so let's have a look inside the box. So looking at the boxes, see, XSC box is quite bigger. I don't know the reason why, but it is what it is. Also the boxes have different colors, white and gray, silver kind of. So let's have a look what's inside. Alright, what do we have? We have a spool reducers. Okay. You need them. It's a good thing. Different sizes. Okay. What's next? We have a handle. Okay. Now the main stuff. Reel itself. Okay. It's a lovely silver color, the blue spool. Okay. It feels good, actually, it feels nice. Okay, so it has a aluminium spool. The rack sounds good. Hopefully I'm gonna hear it in action. Quite solid feel. Okay, lovely reel. Of course, the handle is preset to be put on the wrong side for me. As I need a handle on this side. Okay, not here. So I'm gonna change it later. Okay, let's have a look how it spins. Yeah, feels good. Feels smooth. So that's the one. Quite nice reel. Shimano definitely working on a real appearance of this reel. It looks nice. So that's it. That's one reel. Okay. XSD 14,000 XSD. Let's have a look. What's inside the other box? Okay. What do we have here? Oh. We have a reducers as well. I think they're actually the same, probably. Yeah, exact same. So, I have the reducers here and the main thing. Okay. It's already. The handle is already fitted. On the wrong side for me again. Yeah. Just need to tighten it up. Let's have a few spins. So this one is 35 grams heavier. And let's have a look. It's a beautiful reel. Yeah. Lovely reel. Let's have a spin. Right, from the feeling this XSC1, okay. And this I would say that the XST 14,000 XST, this one spins more smooth. Just the first impression. Nothing wrong with the XSD, this one, but I think it's the XSC one goes a little bit more smooth. Yeah, and it stops a little bit later than the XSD one, Speedmaster XSD one. Yeah, this one stops quicker. A little bit, not much, but maybe later when they wear in, it's gonna be the same, I'm not sure. Never tested, never tried this before. So, let's have a look at the appearance now. Try to compare them. The spool of it, a little bit different of them. The drag, I would say, is probably exact same. Maybe something a little bit different, but maybe the XSD one, this one, the drag a little bit sharper clicking, and this one maybe more smooth, and it goes tight really quick. The XSC, this one, yeah, it goes really tight very quick. I like the drag actually of this one, XSD one, more. It's this I think it's more precise. Okay, this one. Somehow it feels better than the little bit more expensive one, XSC one. I actually paid nearly the same price for them, but I like I somehow like the drag, not this one, but the XSD one. Okay, just feels somehow better, really better. Yeah, goes tight really quick. The XSC one. This is the heavier reel. Okay. You can get both of them in a black edition, and XTD of this model. Okay. Carp anglers like black edition models, I think, more, and I got the blue and silver ones because I like it. The sea fishing, I think, is matches better. This is the heavier reel, 35 grams heavier, and this is 35 grams lighter. When I hold them in the hand, I don't really feel any difference. Now the shape of the handles, right, is difficult to show you. The knob of the handles, they are exactly the same, but the shape of the handle a little bit different. Not much, but okay, a little bit different. The XSC model handle is a bit more thick. Okay, not sure if it makes any difference in durability, but we're gonna see. What else we can look at? The look of them, they're really very similar. You have a closer look. There is not much difference at all. So on this side, okay. And the spools, very similar. This is the XSC and this is the XSD. It's very similar. The protection on the XSD one, for the line not to go under the spool, okay, you know that plastic thing, go here. It's hidden more than the XSC model. This thing is here, going right here. Okay, it appears quite bigger. I'm not sure if it's the same working quality or not, but we're gonna find out. Yes, some X-ship markings on instant drag, it says. Okay. And what else? basically that's it. Maybe the spool itself. It's hard to show you. But I'm looking at the XSD is taller spool, okay, and the XSC is more narrow, lower spool. So the bail, okay, the bail looks exact same. Can't see any difference. So probably it is the same. Looking at the back, at the bottom of them reels, not much difference. I actually got confused now which is which reel. So that's the XSC one. It has a lighter blue color, and the XSD one is a darker blue spool. Okay, that's the XSD, and this is XSC. So if I was buying again, it'd be a very difficult task to decide which one to get. But I would say I would get the XSD one, okay, the lighter one, and the one of the drag I like better. It's more pronounced and feels kind of more precise. I may be wrong, maybe it's different when it's in action. We're gonna see very soon. And the price for them is very similar. And I see where the weight reduction comes now from. See the rotor, it has a hole. Okay, here. Okay. So probably those 35 grams might come from there, because the XSC one has a smaller gap here. Maybe it comes from somewhere else, I don't know. So basically that's it. Two lovely reels. Okay. They both look great. Okay. The XSC one is the 35 grams heavier. It spins smoother for me. I feel the difference actually, but I don't like the drag that much that I do like on the lighter reel, but motion is not that smooth as the XSC one. So these are two beauties. I actually thought maybe I'll give it one more spin, and as I said, the XSC, this one, it spins not much actually, but you can feel the difference. It spins more freely, like, but it's actually more noisy than this XSD one. This reel spins really quiet, but it feels more tight. It stops faster than the XSC one. Okay. And another difference I noticed just a moment ago actually, the vibration when you spin the reel. This one XSD, sorry, one. When you spin, you see my hand even vibrate a lot like this. So it's quite shaky when you spin it fast. On the other hand, the XSC one, which spins more loudly actually, I spin it and I don't feel any vibration at all. See? It's really smooth. And I don't feel on my hand any vibration. So it's really well balanced. Okay, XSC one. And the XSD is very silent on the other hand. But I feel my hand wants to vibrate when I spin it really fast. Okay. So it's very difficult to pick one of them. And I don't know. Even myself now I'm thinking, scratching my head, which one would I pick? It's a very difficult question. I hope I help you somehow about these two reels. Okay, but they're both really lovely reels. I think you're gonna like them. And mid-range reels, the price was I think 150, 160 euro I paid, something like this. Both very similar price. So I was trying to find more differences of these two reels. Okay, and I found another area where the weight comes down probably. It's the real seat, okay? How you call it? This part, this thing. It's thicker on the XST model. Okay, so that's where the weight can be from. And this is a bit more thin. Okay, this one, this part. Okay, so maybe that's why. I'm not sure. Okay. Both reels made in Malaysia. Okay, like many other reels nowadays. Now let's take the spool off and see the difference what that's gonna be. First one, the XSC model. Very loud clicking. Yeah. There we go. Okay, now let's do the same to the other one. It's quite loud as well. Yeah, come on. Still not coming on. Yeah, so this drag is much more precise than this one actually. Still going eventually. Now, what do we have? Let's have a look. So don't see any difference on the internals. The spools, they are different a little bit, you see. Okay. This is the XSD and this is XSC. And let's see what the difference in there. Right, so basically the same. And the only difference I can see for the line clip, this thing and the plastic which holds, black plastic here which holds it with the spring loaded. I'm not sure if you're gonna see it, but this black plastic is just thicker on this XSD model. Okay, but I'm not sure what's the point of thicker or thinner, but here it is. So basically nearly the same. Okay, not to mix up now these things. Okay. So probably the same as well, just the black part, just tiny bit of difference. Yeah. The top looks very similar. Feels the same. Now what do we have here? Okay, the shaft. Can't see anything different here at all. Just I can see the four bolts. 1, 2, 3, 4. You can unscrew them from the top of this reel, XSD one, and this thing, the line which protects the line going under this, is a bit different shape, and XSC model, I can't see any bolt. Okay, you can't unscrew from here to disassemble it. So, some different construction then. I thought it would be the same actually, but they're not. So probably they're gonna be assembled and disassembled in a different way a little bit. From the side, the bolts, they look actually probably identical. Three bolts, yeah. On the other side, there's no bolt. Okay. Another thing I decided to test is the movement of the spool. If I grab it and try to move it up and down, okay, I feel a little bit movement, but very little, very tiny. On the XSC one, this one, and let's do the same to XSD one. And just slightly maybe bigger movement but not much. Yeah, this is a bit more tight feels. And if I grab the rotor of the XSC, no play at all. Let's see what this one does. Yeah, I feel a little bit of play in the rotor. I can feel tiny play. So looks like the XST one is a bit more solid build. Not much, but it's basically no movement at all in this part. Okay, when you shake against the body, and I can feel a bit of play on this. And I grabbed it. There is a small play. Not sure how it will affect operation of this reel, longevity or something else, but I hope you liked the video. I hope it helped a little bit. They're both lovely reels. They both feel similar, but as I told you, what I feel the difference a little bit, not big difference, but what I felt from the first touch of these reels. So one reel is pulled up. It's a Shimano 14000 XSC. It's pulled very nicely. I like it. And this is 300 meters of spider wire, 0.3 mm. I didn't put any reducer, and I don't think if I put a 10,000 reducer it's gonna fit. So there's no any reducers on that, and it's just right, I think. So that's Shimano 14000 XSC. Let's pull the other one. And here's a XSD is pulled up now. Very nicely as well. Can't tell much of a difference actually. Just XSD feels somehow a bit more compact in the hand, this one. And this is XSC. Okay. There you go. That's the comparison. Minus. So that's it, folks. That's my two new reels into my collection. And you're gonna see them very soon in action, as I said, on my next fishing trip. And let's see what they are capable of. Tight lines, nežino neuodegos.